I've been told that my brother met his end at your hands during his reckless attack on All Flags Castle. If only I had seen through his scheme sooner. When my brother fixed his mind on a goal, he did not allow anything or anyone to get it. The High Kings...
When Kamal's Bane foundered on the rocks of Aminos Passage, I could not imagine this hour would come. Yet now, the hardest work of all begins. Well, after the hard work of restoring All Flags Castle is finished, then the hardest work begins. Sadly, no. She will never sail again. But several Ascendant Order vessels were abandoned after the fight at All Flags Islet. Since the Order wrecked my ship, I hope to claim one of theirs for compensation. I recruit and refit here in Gonfalon Bay. I do not know how long Prince Ernskar plans to stay, but it would be my honor to return him safely home when the time comes. Until then, I promised Lady Arabelle I would help protect all the delegates.
I feel a little out of my depth here. So much trouble came from the medallions I prepared, and then the magical wards I helped raise at Memorial Hall failed to stop the Magus. Now I'm supposed to turn my efforts to diplomacy? I'm no diplomat. Up to now, my task has been to support Lord Bacaro and Lady Arabelle with my magic. I understood what they needed and how to craft it for them, but I know nothing about negotiating. I don't understand why the Guild has sent me. There are other mages with more experience, such as Varnus Galarian or anyone. They would be better negotiators.
After a shipwreck, imprisonment, and dangerous battles, Zaji has earned a little time to relax. And perhaps some recognition for his bravery and skill, yes? Zaji is the hero of the day. After you, of course. A drink in your honor! Long sunny days and tender nights, filled with song, drink, and love. Or so Zachi hopes. Since Queen Irene has no one else to look after her in these islands, Zachi hereby appoints himself the task of catering to her every need. That is a task better left in Cascar's claws. Who will look after Queen Irene if not Zachi? And Lady Arabelle insisted we help guard the delegate anyway, so what is this one to do? Zachi can only hope his devotion is rewarded.
Good thing I didn't eat you on that Aminos beach, Walker. This all would have been a lot harder without you. And no, I don't really eat people. That's just Sinshrat humor. As far as you know. That depends on Queen Irene. We're staying in Gonfalon Bay as long as she is, but that suits me fine. We've got a new ship and a new crew to break in. And I'll be keeping an eye on Zaji, as always.
Nothing can replace the spearhead or the crewmates I lost when she went down. But seeing the High King and all these other people alive and well goes a long way toward making things right. Well, that and Nereid's song, I suppose. I'm not going anywhere until High King Emmerich finishes up what he came here to do. That's fine with me, though. It'll give me time to sign on a crew and put Nereid's song in proper shape. Lady Arabelle insisted, and the Duchess doesn't seem opposed. Still haven't decided whether to rename her. There's a lot of luck tied up in a ship's name. Oh, and while I'm here, I agreed to protect the delegates. I could use the extra gold.
Well done, my friend. What you accomplished here, what you prevented. We all owe you so much more than our thanks and well wishes. If there's anything you ever need from the Stone Lore Circle, you only need to ask. More or less. Nature has a way of doing the unexpected, but that's part of its grandeur. The spirit of the Grove has become more of a partner than a tool, and I am glad of that. You helped make that possible. The Circle will never forget that. No, not yet. It's like the very rock refuses to talk to us, and we're the Stone Lore Druids. I've been busy getting the Grove settled, but I think I'll offer to help with the investigation into the lava vents and the volcano. It's the least I can do.
Quite an honor you've received from these esteemed figures. I feel confident they only know a small portion of your heroics. If these discussions succeed, we could soon see this war end. No more lives thrown away in the pursuit of power. Returning to normal thanks to you. The symptoms of Viralane's experiments have faded from our patients. Now they can focus on the conditions that originally brought them to me. That will be its own struggle, but one we're trained for. Oh, of course. As long as this horrible war rages, I will help heal the injured. And I believe in Lord Bacaro's dream. Learning about the lives of our enemies offers the best path to peace.
So, when not busy fighting pirates, I guess you're off saving royalty. Perhaps you just travel where the winds blow. Everyone here owes you a great debt, especially myself. The Prowler remains safe and ready to serve the Dominion. Ugh, I asked that sour cat to come and thank you, but he turned me down. Something about needing to count the crates another time. He never stops working, that one. But wherever I please. That's the joy of the sailing life. We have a few jobs lined up. Sailors must eat after all. But I think we can afford some shore leave. And Queen Irene asked to talk later. I sense more dangerous cargo in the near future.
I'm going to stick right here by the Knight Commander. At least if I stand here and keep my mouth shut, I can't embarrass myself any further. What? No. Nope. I'm good here. I tried to introduce myself to High King Emmerich when the commander spoke to him, and I kind of forgot my own name. So, if I try that again, I think I'll die of shame. Other than putting my boot squarely in my mouth, you mean? Yes, I'm having a lovely time. Have you had any of those little finger sandwiches? And Jakarn has tried to hit on me no less than 3 times. I don't have the heart to tell him.
As much as I enjoy a party, I still have work to do back on All Flags. And poor Stibbins isn't a spring rooster. All this excitement does terrible things to his already fragile constitution. If we disappear, do give our regards to Lady Arabelle. Oh, if you don't mind, I'd rather not recall that dreadful experience. You have no idea what it's like to have a foul-mouthed, libidinous sea captain inside your head. Although, I must say the feelings he left me with were rather enticing. I still have a few last things to take care of on All Flags Islet before the peace talks can proceed. After that, who can say? I go where I'm needed, and Stibbins follows faithfully in my wake. Someone must carry my personals after. Well, that goes without saying. I am Tamriel.
Well, that was quite something to see. I envy your life of adventure and daring do, my friend. Sometimes I imagine striking out with nothing but a sword and a good pair of boots. But what would become of Lady Laurent? She'd be... What? Well, yes, everyone does. She's a fine and noble woman. Quite personable. When she isn't calling for tea or ordering me to do some fool thing or other. But I do not appreciate what you are implying, my friend. After the... You saw? Well, nothing happened. Not really. Nothing I want to discuss, anyway. Lady Laurent wasn't herself. She was still caught up on the stifled emotions of a sea captain who'd been alone for... nothing too exciting. I have lists to make, crates to pack, and Lady Laurent's collection of combs, brushes, and reach fetishes won't sort themselves. I'm sure we'll see you again. Milady appreciates your help, even if she doesn't say so.
Fighting alongside each other? All well and good. Attending a party together? Sure, with civilized people. But these peace talks? If Lord Bacaro is committed to continuing down this path, I'll follow. I don't hold out much hope, though. What do I look like, a soothsayer? All I know is that peace has powerful enemies. Every day, people tell me that if we press harder, we can make good on the blood and treasure we've spent. Dictate terms from a position of strength. It distresses me. I'm afraid I do. If I decide to ignore them and hold my ground, there's no promise Irene and Yoren can do the same. Peace is only possible when everyone sees there's no more to be gained from war. Still, if others are willing to try, so am I.
We won the day, my friend, and I learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or at least a helpful acquaintance. And if the peace talks do go on, I will do my best to negotiate in good faith. Who knows? Will ice melt in the cookpot? That's a certainty. But the thoughts that run through the minds of the rulers of Tamriel, those cannot be fathomed by even the most brilliant sage. But I will send word to my father, ask for his advice. Mostly. But he wasn't with us on Amanos or at All Flags Castle. He didn't fight side by side with the lion and the eagle. My father doesn't expect much from these talks. I'm not so sure. If the talks do take place, I'd love to surprise him.
I think I can bear this Breton paradise a little longer. Consider it my way of acknowledging everything you did for us. For me. If you could go out of your way to save 3 foolish royals, then I can try to find common ground with my enemies. There's always a chance. As long as Lord Bacaro can finalize the necessary arrangements, we have an opportunity to put an end to terrible suffering. What sort of queen would I be if I did not do everything in my power to see this through? I must assume so. Why else would they be here? They are honorable leaders despite our differences and the terrible war we're engaged in. I believe they want what is best for their realms as well as mine. Beyond that, we shall have to wait and see.
We have taken the first step on a long journey. Still, no one ever reaches their destination without taking that step. I owe you a debt, friend. Because of you, there's still a chance for peace. I promise to take full advantage of this opportunity. That depends on how fast I can get workers out to rebuild All Flags Castle and restore Memorial Hall. And I need to send word to the Mages Guild. Valencia alone can't replace the wards. There's also I'm certainly going to try.
You made quite an impression, my friend. Too bad for you. Now all the important people know who to call when they need something done. You'll never have a moment's rest, you poor bastard. I really am. But you know me. I lay low and some sort of trouble still finds me. I'm like one of those lodestones, I guess. Don't get me wrong. Lady A is great, and she pays well. But I need to draw the line at acting respectable, of being all heroic. I'm a thief. I've got an image to think of. But I'll never say never. Do that?
Big mistake.
Let's go fast.
Search the area. We need to find out what the cult wants with Pride Home.
Over here, Walker. This was written by the clan mother. Could be important. Seems there's more to Pride Home than we thought. The Pride of Alkosh. Forgotten mains who protect the threads of time, hidden away in this modest temple. Makes sense. This Pride of Alkosh protects elsewhere in times of great need. Dragons scheming to destroy us all would certainly seem to qualify, yes? Wish I knew, Walker. We could certainly use the reinforcements. You should find the clan mother and see what she knows, if she's still alive, that is. You'll find Zaji further ahead. He heard some bells and went running off. Quite bold of him. He may have a big mouth, but he's never been one for a direct fight. Has our little captain finally found his courage?
I've been waiting to try this spell out. Hit him with your head.
Hey, look at this! A letter from Mother. Peculiar, isn't it? This one knew Mother could read, but you know, a demon from the east, the pride of Alkosh. What is Mother going on about? Well, this one remembers something about the pride of Alkosh. They were warriors born during an eclipse, made them more sensitive to time and the call of the moons. For some, it gave them the wisdom to become a main, a leader. For others, they follow a difficult path, Walker. Born under dark moons, the drum of Lorkaj calls to them clearly. Or so the stories go. You should let Sai Sahan know about this. He's deeper within the compound. Maybe Mother holds the quill in her mouth? No idea. One of Zaji's...
Just keep the pressure there and you should be all right.
Thank you, young Jarl. You are with the Dragon Guard, yes? Do you know who attacks our temple? Rakajin? No. He was raised in this temple. We were brothers in all but blood. And yet, he's the one causing all this death, all this destruction. It cannot be true. They seek the clan mother. Noziwa does not know why. Please, she cannot come to harm. You must find her. The last this one saw, she was heading toward the inner temple.
Sai Sahan went on ahead. Tell him about the clan mother while I get this one back on his feet.
The cultists moved through Prideholme swiftly. I suspect more await us beyond this gate. The Moon Priest here didn't even possess weapons to defend themselves with. A Khajiit? Then let's hope we get one. The inner temple is just ahead. Let's move. Look, above us. Nephilar decided to show up after all. So much death. What could possibly warrant this massacre?
We'll watch your back. You can count on us.
Set scales. See if she's still breathing.
The Dragon Guard comes to our aid, and the threads intertwine once more. Izuni has one song left in her, though she may be too weak to sing it. Will you hear it? Then you must listen. Once a cub was born under the eclipsed moons, destined not to lead as main, but to join the pride of Alkosh. We trained him as a holy warrior, a hidden protector, But that was not enough for Rakajin. Yes, but greed poisoned his heart. He wanted to rule over elsewhere, not protect it. Then the demon from the east returned. It promised the power of a new moon, and Rakajin listened. No time. No time. Alkosh, grant me a moment more. The mask. You must find the mask before Rakajin does. Seek the path. Let our founder be your guide. Her statue will...
Step away, Dragon Guard. She has passed on. The clan mother spoke of the statue. We should examine it. Yes, of course. The statue wears a mask, doesn't it? What did the inscription tell you? Jadari? As in the horn of Jadari? It seems Nethalar has some explaining to do. This Jadari must be part of the pride of Alkosh, perhaps even its founder. Why else would they so prominently display her statue? The Clan Mother requested we find the mask before Rakajin does, so I can only assume it's a relic of great power, something we wouldn't want in the cult's hands. We need to find this divine mask before the Order of the New Moon beats us to it. And let's see what our resident Red Beast thinks of all this. Hopefully Nethalar is still nearby. Let's ask him about Jadari and the divine mask her statue wears. Perhaps this time he'll be more forthcoming.
Grandmother? Amazing. I have to write Magister Irin about this one.
How could Rakajin do this? Izuni was a mother to him. To both of us.
Fate will catch up with Rakajin eventually. We'll avenge.
Vengeance means little to the dead, Dragon God. I have come. For all the good it accomplished. The Mask of Alkosh. Lord Vulan is a fool. His pathetic priest will never be worthy of such a relic. Not like Jadari. They chase that which they can never hope to control. Jadari, I called her Toshrakat, the founder of Pridehome, and the first of Alkosh's pride. She once wore the mask, yes, and I suspect her corpse guards it still. But none of this matters. Then learn the truth for yourself. If you seek the mask, speak with the clan mother of Canarthi. It was her temple that cared for Jadari's remains. Seek the mask if you wish. I will deal with Lat Fulan.
Another trip to Mother's temple.
Oh no, I am not dealing with another one of your bouts of depression. Ilya will go.
I will? I mean, of course I will.
It's settled. You two will head to Canarthi's temple and search for the mask. Kaska, Zaji, you're with me.
If you catch the faint scent of... like it.
Looking to stock.
I know my stuff.
Used to make...
Jejora, Makoma, Jejota. Jaira, Oko, Jejota. Jaira, Denima, Jejota.
Stay away from...
Pardon the intrusion, Clan Mother, but we bring distressing news.
You speak of Brightholm, yes? And the death of Hizuni.
You already know?
This one heard whispers on the wind, making Narthi carry her to sweeter suns. Though even if Rakajin finds the mask, it would reject him. He will never be worthy of its power. She did. Then perhaps Izuni saw something in the tapestry of time that this one has yet to hear in the wind. Very well. Seek the statue of the Forgotten Main south of this temple. Just listen for the bells. You will find a bell stand by the statue, much like the one in our temple's courtyard. After so many years of neglect, Tidali is sure the bells are heavily tarnished. You should cleanse them before this one arrives. Very well. Ask what it is. Elkosh's light made solid, made real, a gift, a burden, a claw to mend the tapestry of time. It is divine will that manifests for those found worthy. And yes, it is also a mask you can wear. Any statue of Jedari shows you that. What? You want specifics? It grants the strength of Alkosh's divine will, the power to defeat forces that stand against the natural order. This one could sit here and theorize what precisely that means, but it would do little good.
The halls of the Highmane. Sounds rather ominous, doesn't it? I don't think this will be a simple jaunt through some ruins. Yes, I know the statue. Zaji and I passed by it the last time we were in Black Heights. It seemed to unsettle him, but he wouldn't tell me why. Well, no time to ask him now. I'll meet you by the statue. Of course I want to go with you. You'll need assistance, won't you? I know that I might not be the strongest of the Dragon Guard, or the most experienced, or even the most resourceful. Trust me, I'm aware of my shortcomings. But I can still help. I'm sorry, it's just... I can't help but feel like I've let you all down. Yagrandu was dead by the time we arrived. Could I have done something to find him sooner? And Koska helped you find the Order of the New Moon, not me. And my father. It may not sound reasonable, but I can't help it. It's easy to doubt myself after so many failures. That's why I want to come with you. I want to...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
bells look just like the ones in Khenarthi's Breath Temple. And look, they're all tarnished. Clan Mother Tidali was right. The bells are tarnished from neglect. Why don't we perform the cleansing ritual? You just need to press the pedal there to start it. We need to hit the big bells in the same order as the little bells. They should be around here somewhere. Are cleansed.
Indeed they are. Well done. Come, Drakengard. Khenarthi calls to you with gentle winds. She can guide you, but never carry you. With cunning, with speed, you must find your own way. Do you accept Khenarthi's blessing? The drums of Lorkhaj beat strongly. Darkness creeps into your heart, and death claws at your throat. With strength, with courage, you must find the light. Will you face Lorkhaj's darkness? Alkosh watches with a steady eye. Khenarthi's sweet winds, Lorkhaj's black heart. Light to follow, and darkness to thwart. Cunning and strength, virtue and pride, may they prove worthy of mask divine. The way is opened, and so Tidali's part in this ends. It is up to you now, Drakengard.
Our first trial. Looks like we'll have to find a way across. Those poles certainly look like grappling points, don't they? Perhaps that's how we make our way across the cavern. A grappling bow, of course. I confiscated this one from Zaji back in Senchal, but I forgot to return it to Saisa. We just have to hope there's another... The door just opened. I'll meet you on the other side. Good work. Now let's see if we can find that mask. Grandmother Tadali said you had to find light in darkness. Why don't you try igniting the braziers?
Destroy you!
Losing you.
Defeating his enemies lit the lanterns by the shrine. Seems like we're on the right path. Ready to fight. Defend yourself. shrine lit. Only 2 more to go.
Is it over?
What are these things? Defend yourself! Arrows at the ready.
You hear the beating of the heart? The miracles us walkers!
Good job! Only 1 shrine left to light. Defend yourself! Arrows at the ready.
Tamriel welcomes you. Join us in her darkness.
The shrines are lit. I bet the door will open now. What are these things?
This is so much better than reading.
glowing stones. Casca told me about these. You move them onto panels to unlock gates. Opened. Now you just need to find the platform. one up here. Doorway open. We must be close now. I hope this is the last of these trials. Come on, the mask should be just ahead. That's a statue of Jadari, isn't it? Let's see if there's an inscription.
You have both ventured far and come so close, but only one may claim the mask of Alkosh. You who heard the clan mother's dying words, go now and claim that which you earned.
Was that Jadari? Well, Jadari has spoken. I could go back.
Very well. My champion awaits.
You want to die?
It is time, Rakajin. Sarab soon. Show me.
Claim my birthright! I shall rise with it! Lend me your power! Suleki!
Very I will have to kill you myself. Your fight is with me. A challenge. Very well, brother. Let us
I could use a break.
My friend, you look like you've been to oblivion and back. What manner of trial did you face? By my honor, that's good to hear. With Rakashin slain and the mask in our possession, we're much closer to victory. And it's all because of your efforts. Here, take With his dragon priest defeated and his plans foiled, Lotvulan is more vulnerable than ever before. We can't let this opportunity pass us by. The time has come to put an end to this Order of the New Moon. Sept Scales. Why would he challenge Lotvulan on his own? This is no time for anger. I may not agree with Nephilar's actions, but we need to defeat the cult. We must find our dragon ally. Journey to Senchal and speak with General Renmus. I don't expect him to join us in our fight, but he may have reports concerning Nephilar and Lotvulan's battle.
No need to travel to Senchal, Dragon God.
General Renmus.
I owe all of you an apology. I thought I acted for the good of Senchal, but there is blood on my hands. If you'll have us, the shields of Senchal will fight alongside the Dragon God.
We've always been on the same side. I'm glad you finally realized that.
You can thank my daughter for all this. She can be quite persuasive when she wants to be. Just like her mother. The shields of Senchal are ready to aid you, Dragon God. Yes, those particular dragons aren't very subtle. There's been an abundance of sightings. The latest reports indicate they were heading north of Senchal in the company of a great deal of cultists and several dragons. Not yet. I have a contingent of soldiers stationed at the West Century Tower, just northwest of Senchal. They can let you know the current location of your fighting dragons. I'll work with Captain Sai Sahan to formulate a plan of attack. We'll march north of Senchal as soon as we are able. To be honest, I've been mulling over this alliance since you first entered my office. But I was certain that if I left Senchal defenseless, it would fall to ruin, just like Cyrodiil. When I left Cyrodiil all those years ago, the unimaginable happened. My Emperor was killed, and Daedra attacked, and I wasn't there to defend my home. That knowledge changed me. I couldn't let something similar happen to Senchal. We face the darkness of fear to find the light of courage. That's something my wife often said, and something Aelia just recently reminded me. I can't let fear dictate my actions, and so I will join with you. Tactical information, supplies, soldiers. Now that we're in this fight, you'll find the shields of Senchal an invaluable ally. I haven't left Senchal completely defenseless. Besides, if we don't defeat Lotvulan now, there won't be a city left to defend, unless my daughter has exaggerated the dangers. A cruel race, these dragons. They would rather rule over ashes than allow us to remain free. It's not just Senchal at stake, or even elsewhere. All of Tamriel is in peril. To be honest, I've been mulling over this alliance since you...
easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Rumor has it that someone infiltrated that new moon cult.
Those loonies? Well, I just hope whoever infiltrated them stirred up some trouble. Those robed heathens could certainly use some.
Believe it! We actually fought a living, breathing dragon!
It's not breathing anymore.
Nathalar was lucky we made it here so fast. He was surrounded by at least 5 other dragons, but they scattered after we took this one down. Zaji grounded it himself. I'd say I'm proud of him, but it was probably sheer luck. I'm not sure. He fights with the fury of a wounded Sench, but that could simply be his way. Still, despite his confidence, not even Nephilar can stand against such numbers for long. Nephilar and his enemies flew out of sight, but the tower may offer a better vantage point. Zaji is up there now. Perhaps he's...
Did you see the corpse walker? A dragon! Zaji! Killed an actual dragon! Ah! Oh, the moon singers will tell tales of our adventures for generations to come. Zaji, the dragon slayer! And his heroic associates. Not since he flew by. To be honest, things weren't looking good for our scaly friend. An entire rage of dragons chased after him. Zaji doesn't think Latvulan is interested in a fair fight. Zaji lost sight of them. They're fast and loud. And this one can't help but wince every time they shout. Is that really just him? Wait! Looks like they're coming back around. Looks like they're headed straight to Doomstone Keep. Huh. What do they want with that old ruin? Sai Sahan will want to know about this. We'll report in while you go after Nafala.
I know a hunt when I see one, Walker. Find Nafalar before they overwhelm him.
You want to talk about... Hey, you. Sure, I guess. I grew up on this...
What's going on? Oh, right. Pickpocketing is somewhat of a... Am I in trouble? Oh, right. I'm learning a lot by... Need something? We go!
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Here.
You always take me to such nice places.
Oh, sorry. I barely saw you there. Can I help you? Wait, where are my manners? Katina Garana, daughter to Consul Ornaria. Former consul, I should say. She passed recently. I'm rambling. Sorry. My head, it's just... I haven't been sleeping well. Honestly, no. Far from it. I find myself plagued by unsettling dreams. Every night since my mother died, my mind returns to this place. I see a man scribbling a letter. I hold my mother's necklace out to him. His eyes turn to me. Then I wake. I don't know. I just can't shake the feeling that my mother has unfinished business in the Citadel. Something to do with her necklace and that man. Perhaps you could take the necklace inside for me? It's the key to this mystery. I know it. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your assistance. A woman in my position can't afford to fall asleep at state dinners. And my mother, she should be resting peacefully in Aetherius, not calling out for help from beyond the grave. I am, following in my mother's footsteps, I suppose, or trying, at any rate. She began her career as a legionary, believe it or not. She even taught here for a time. I suppose she just softened with age. Honestly, my mother rarely spoke of the time she spent here. I always got the sense she preferred to leave it in the past. Only at the end, she drifted in and out during her final days. In one of her last lucid moments, she placed the necklace in my hand and whispered, "Forgive." I thought she was asking for my forgiveness. Now I'm not so sure. I can never recall the beginnings, but they always end the same. I'm standing outside the citadel, just as we are now. Suddenly, I'm inside. I walk down a dank hallway that opens into a larger chamber. Then, I spot him at his writing desk. The man. Wary, troubled, certainly, consumed by some secret resentment. I approach to get a better look at him. His hand drifts to a stop. Without even thinking about it, I hold out my mother's necklace, urging him to take it, I suppose. No. His eyes flick upward to look at me. Tired, reddening eyes. Much like mine, in fact. We stare at each other for a moment. Then I wake in a cold sweat. I know it sounds simple, but there's an anguish there I can't even begin to describe.